and we all know that Don Goss teaches defense, and he teaches defense as well as Dick Diener. Dick Diener's game is defense. There's no question about that. But Don Goss preaches that. He comes. The bulk of Don Goss's high school basketball coaching career, of course, was down in the Milwaukee Metro Conference, where you learned how to play man-to-man defense, or you did not survive. And Don was one of the big fortes of man-to-man defense and defensive basketball in the Metro Conference for a lot of years. So I would expect to see, even though Menasha may not be the most talented of groups out here tonight or in the conference this season, that they are still going to be a tough team defensively. Grant you, they are not going to match up with us height-wise, but neither did Manitowoc.
Well, that's exactly true, David. And this is kind of a special game. I think every year we always get a big kick out of seeing Don come back to Fond du Lac again. And I think as much as the game on the court, I enjoy watching the matchup among coaches here. Don Goss and Dick Diener, two very highly regarded coaches in the state of Wisconsin at this point. And
wouldn't it be something to see them with similar ball clubs going
yes,
in, or with ball clubs that were of equal talent going in?
What a chess match it would be. And it would be very intriguing. And as you said, there's a lot of gimmicks in this game, and these are two coaches that can pull all kinds of things out of their little bag of tricks, and it can also be a very interesting basketball game.
And we're going to be back with the starting lineups for both ball clubs here tonight from the Goodrich High Gymnasium right after this. And your Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball report.
And to serve you better.
You depend on Silica. We're famous for service, for the products we bring to you.
Silica Appliance and TV would like to wish all our local sports teams the best of luck this year. We would also like to remind you of our Maytag Factory authorized sale. Take advantage of Maytag Factory discounts available now at Silica Appliance and TV. You know, I used to think all video rental places were the same. I mean, there's videos and that's it, right? Then I went to Video Biz in the Pioneer Plaza. They have a huge selection of videos, both for rent and for sale. They offer VCR rentals and cleaning. They sell CDs and cassettes. They have all kinds of the latest videos. Stop in and see the folks at Biz in the Pioneer Plaza. You'll want it anywhere else.
Cardinal marching band under the direction of Bob Sherrick. One thing you notice about that band, Mike, year after year, this year again, seems to be getting a little louder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Starting to get some blowers up there.
Yeah, they get the old rock and roll atmosphere here before the game even tips off.
Yeah, I gotta love it. To me, just adds so much to high school athletics, especially in a gymnasium where you can get that thing to ring off of the walls a little bit. It's nice to have. Cardinal waiting for the Cardinals to return to the court here for the introduction of the starting lineups. We do know what the starters will be. Eric Grams has returned to the starting five for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, and I think something there that we might see from time to time that depending on what the matchups are, I don't know if Dick is going to go with a solid starting five as he has in the past. That could change from game to game this year, Mike.
Well, I think it certainly could, and I think it will, and I think that makes it more intriguing, and it makes him have more options, I think, Dave, as far as the team coming in to get their initial matchups. Tonight, of course, against Don Goss's team, Dick Diener taking advantage of the height size. He's going to get the big towers in underneath and take advantage of that situation. The quickness at guard is not as important in this particular game because we have good matchups there already. Their guards standing at 5'8" and 5'9".
Mike, I think it's rather interesting to note that this is the first of a number of Thursday night games that the Fond du Lac Cardinals will play this year. And if you recall here, or so ago, we had the Manitowoc Shipbuilders in here on a Tuesday night, which is a pretty standard night for high school basketball. Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, usually the standard nights for high school basketball. Manitowoc came in there with no high laurels or high mentions whatsoever, and this gymnasium was just about full to capacity. Of course, they didn't have the south balcony opened up. Now, on the first Thursday night game of the season, we've got maybe a half a house here tonight, and I think I've got to attribute that directly to the fact that the conference has elected to make this change and go to Thursday night basketball, and I do not think that it is at all a good move.
No, I don't either, Dave. I think they're really going to hurt themselves through the course of the season in attendance. And again, this is not Fond du Lac's choice or any other school.
No,
this is set up by the conference.
Right, exactly.
They're trying to eliminate the overlaps of games between the boys and the girls program. And
well, they made a mistake last year by going to Saturday afternoon basketball. That didn't work.
No.
Now we're going to go to Thursday night basketball. I can tell you, folks, it's not going to work. I'd rather see the Saturday afternoon basketball than I would the Thursday night basketball, to be very honest with you. Let's get out now. Our public address announcer, pick up the starting lineups for tonight's
Max
game.
Krieger, number 30, Matt Thiel, number 32, Mike Viato, and number 52, Eric Hinsky. Non-starters for Fond du Lac, number 12, Jason Ravinger, number 20, Jason Higgins, number 21, Josh Harpson, number 22, Rocky Brown, number 24, Eric Blau, number 31, Shane O'Loughlin, number 32, Chad Strelo, number 41, Jamie Bronx, number 42, Scott Marshall, and number 50, David Matzma. For tonight's starting lineups, for Menasha, number 4, senior Greg Schreiner. For Fond du Lac, number 14, a junior Adam Zinkus. For Menasha, number 10, a senior Sean Needham. For Fond du Lac, number 30, a sophomore Jeff Simon. For Menasha, number 40, a senior, Brian Shee. For Fond du Lac, number 34, a junior, Eric Grams. For Menasha, number 42, a senior, Brent Robinson. For Fond du Lac, number 44, a senior, Joel Wolf. For Menasha, number 50, a senior, Ryan Hinsky. For Fond du Lac, number 54, a sophomore, Joe Harpson. Menasha is coached by Mr. Don Gaz. The Cardinals are coached by Dick Diener, Bill Vandezandi, Roger Springborn.
Well, there you have the starting lineups for this evening's game. And Don asked me earlier where we got all the big guys here at Fond du Lac all of a sudden. I looked him square in the eye and said, hey, you moved.
yeah, it was just coming along, and he decided to head with.
May not be aware of it, Don, for what, 3 or 4 years, right? Did color commentary
Right.
with us, and
He'll never get. I bet you he had all kinds of trouble last night.
him and Red Mullenbach, boy, I tell you.
Good story if we get time out. Huh?
Yeah, I guess so. High Slamma-Jamma will go in on the center jump here with Ryan Hinsky. And the Cardinals easily come out of there with a tap, own the basketball, and give it to the Sundance kid here working out between the two rings, Jeff Simon. Joel Wolf, looping feed down here to Harmson, down low underneath, and he'll put it in easy.
Well, you saw the lob over the top right away defensively. The Cardinals quickly exploiting that height advantage.
Harmson with his first bucket of the game. And it is Sean Needham, comes back.
And as for
with a banner here, if you take
all right, as for normal, are going to open in their normal. And we see the same type of defense being applied by the Menasha Blue Jays. Blue Jays extending their defense full court, man-to-man pressure, of course, trying to change the tempo a little bit, take advantage of their quickness over the Cardinals' height advantage.
Running one-hander off the baseline by Wolf would not go down. Tapped free, picked up by Zakis, saves from going OB. And picked up by Wolf, coming in the lane. Running one-hander is good by Joe. Joe Wolf, his first bucket of the game. The Cardinal lead is 4-0. Right side sidewalk here. Brent Robinson now with the basketball. Come out to Schreiner, swinging back out Robinson. Left side sidewalk is Brian Sheig. Sheig reloading the ball now. It is Schreiner, circle high here to the left side. He is played by Zakis, spins down into the lane. Reload, swing it back around the horn to Sheig. Sheig off to the baseline. And a 17-footer there by Brian Sheig is good. Menasha being fairly patient and running the flex offense there, Mike.
Important for them to be patient. They have to try to take advantage of every opportunity they have to score. Every shot's got to count.
Zakis off of the baseline, can't hit it. High slam-a-jamma with the rebound, but he is fouled as he went to the hoop. Harmson going to go to the free throw line as the foul charged here to Brent Robinson, his first personal and the first team foul. So Harmson will go to the line. That's the one thing I didn't get time to do here tonight. I was going to get down and get some statistics from Dick. And short off of the first one.
Harmson's free throw no good. Today's game brought to you by the Marine Credit Union. Our business was built by service. 3 convenient locations to serve you. North Fond du Lac, and Waupun.
Joe Wolf with the rebound off the missed second shot, can't hit it. Zakis goes back hard to the hoop. He overlaid it. Harmson back up with it, and he'll put it in. Joe with his second bucket of the game, and it's 6-2, and the Cardinals just controlling the board.
Well, matter of fact,
Menasha.
Dave, early in the game, the Cardinals have 5 boards. Menasha has yet to get one.
And a double bumping as he comes up in the lane. Here's Ryan Hinsky and a foul. And that's going to be on Joe Harmson. His first team foul. Interesting happening down in Milwaukee at the Bradley Center last night, Mike. Northeastern Illinois, of course, was in town to play Marquette. And Brian Bester got about 15 or so minutes of playing time in that basketball game. To the free throw line goes Ryan Hinsky, missing the front half. He will get one more.
Then sales and service. Whether you need a quality used vehicle or need service on your present one, we're equipped to handle all your automotive needs. That's Lens, sales, and service.
Well, both teams as cold as the snow outside right now from the free throw line. And we're 0 for 4 here from the charity stripe between the two. Rams, high post, swings it back out, give it to Simon now, back out between the two rings. They'll reload the offense. Grams to the near side, takes it down into the hoop, running one-hander there is good by Aaron. Oh, a nice move by the big man.
Good body control as he took it into the paint. Defensively, the Jays looking for a charge. However, Graham's able to tenderly go around him.
Round to the right side now is Sheik with the picked up free, picked up by Simon, down court. Zakis running one-hander here in the bucket is good. Adam.
Well, you saw that.
Yeah, that's Adam Zakis basketball there. There's no doubt about it. Schreiner, hole high, three-pointer is good. And it's a 10-5 score. Pressure applied here in the backcourt. Wolf will break it. Well, I tell you, you've got 4 people on the court right now, Mike, that handle the ball, I think, really very well. And you look at Wolf and Grams, for a couple of big guys, are capable of putting the ball on the court. And Zakis gets the baseline, takes it inside, and Don Guys wants timeout. Don Guys wants to talk things over already with 4:44 remaining here in the first quarter of action. Timeout of the court. Fond du Lac leads it at 12-5.
The school savings are now in at the Foot, located at the Forest Mall. Take advantage of huge savings on the name brands you want, now at prices you'll love. The Athlete's Foot, Forest Mall, Fond du Lac. Team uniforms, bowling shirts, gym suits, volleyball shirts, soccer uniforms, and more. Whatever your sport, Team Sports on South Main can fit your needs. Team Sports of Fond du Lac. Let our winning team serve yours.
Dave here in the first quarter, big in the stadium already. The Cardinals with 10 shots already attempted as compared to only 2 for the Jays. Jays have converted on both their shots, but have gotten only 2. The Cardinals with 6 boards. Menasha yet to get one. Total domination thus far by Fond du Lac on both ends.
Well, I think what Don probably does not like right now is that his Jays have come out and really, Mike, they're playing extremely passive, it seems to me, and have walked out of the court with the idea in mind that they can't play with this Fond du Lac club at all.
Well, they look to be playing, rather than going after him, trying to be so careful they don't make a mistake.
Exactly. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. They're just being very passive, and a traveling violation is whistled here against Brent Robinson.
Third TO for the Jays. Oh, that's just a terrible name to use these days, isn't it? The Blue Jays?
Yeah,
I'm so fed up with Blue Jays right about now.
You are?
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, they took our little boy.
Oh, that, yeah, okay.
That's all you've heard about is Blue Jays in Toronto.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Well, we might get one back from them, though.
well, I'd rather have what we got.
Yeah, exactly. Zakis coming to the lane, and the ball stripped free by Robinson. The lead beat it down court to him, and he'll lay it in.
Oh, good weak side defense coming across. Weak side guard strips Zakis as he tries to take it to the paint. That's team defense. That's what the good teams play.
And that's what Don Guys wanted out of his people. Take some chances defensively. It's the only chance he feels that they've got. The looping feed down low. Harmson traveled the ball. Yep.
And again, it was weak side defense that helped out Dave. They collapsed down on Harmson just as Joe's going to go up with the ball. Had it slapped just enough to change his momentum a little bit. Came up, came right back to the floor with it.
Joe, I think, made a mistake there, Mike. He brings the ball down, okay? He got the ball up good and high, and he didn't keep it up.
Well, the mistake, Dave, came on his positioning. To receive that pass, he got himself right underneath the basket.
Down low to the block here to the right side. Ryan Hinsky outside. Three-pointer the way there by Needham would not go down. Cleared by Wolf. Outlet pass down court. Here's Grams coming to the hoop. Running one-hander. Offensive foul is going to be on Grams. Yep. Eric Grams with the first personal, second team foul.
Well, a pretty good job by Greg Schreiner, the guard, to take that charge. Maybe a little bit of a questionable call. I'm not quite sure he was set, but they'll give him the benefit of the doubt when the big man comes in most often.
There's no doubt that Don Gazier is using the coach's box, isn't he? Even though it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But he is up. And the officials aren't saying much of anything about it.
Well, I think that whole rule has gotten relaxed quite a bit over the years. You just continually forget about it a little bit more.
A couple of replacements here now. Or Menasha, pick him up as I can here. Derek Hassel is coming to the basketball game. Also, Rocky Brown is up off the pines and in here now for Jeff Simon. So out between the two rings is Sean Needham here with the basketball. Round to the near side, they come to Hinsky. And loaded out high is she. Left side sidewalk now, right back to Hinsky. He lost the ball on the sidelines and out of bounds. .12-7 score by 5, the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Looping feed out ahead here to Joe Wolf. Gives to Grams. Down low to the block. Here's Harmson. Good! Slamma-jamma is the 6th point here in the first quarter of action. It's 14-7.
Give the assist to Grams. He took it right strong to the basket when the weak side double team came. Then
And
he released it.
free by Zakis. Throws it back into the playing court. But Cards will not be able to save it from going OB.
Yeah.
And Don Goss is tearing out some more here. And believe me, folks, he doesn't have much left to tear out. And quickly back up off the pines is Greg Schreiner right back into the ballgame.
Yeah, Hassel had come in and on the first whistle after that almost turnover there. Made a big error, and Coach Goss unhappy about it, and he's right back in the pines.
Right side sidewalk now as they come here to
Travel.
Sheik, and a traveling violation. Wow. Sheik with the travel out hole high.
5th turnover for the Jays. That's the one thing that they really cannot do is make mistakes of that type if they want any chance to play with the Cardinals.
So here's Rocky Brown right back into the forecourt once again. Comes down here to Simon. And a three-point try there on the way. No good. Rebound in the lane and a foul.
That three-pointer coming from Wolf from the outside. And some people may say, what's a guy with Wolf at 6'8" doing shooting those? But he can shoot it. Early in the season, he had some pretty good success knocking down some three-pointers. He can be a threat out there.
Eric Grams with his second personal, 3rd team foul.
And if you want to go,
and Eric now is going to come out as Jamie Ramager. Jason Ramager will come into the basketball game.
and if you have matchup problems in a game, you really got it when you get your 6'8" guy out there popping three-pointers.
Yeah. Needham Comes onto the right side. And coming back hole high now is Sheik. Give the basketball right back. Hassel's right back into the ball game again. Derek Hassel got it down low to the market here against Wolf. Can't hit the shot. Wolf tapped it free, but it's picked up coming off into the lane is Robinson, and he had it rejected out of bounds. That was Derek Hassel, my mistake. So the ball will go back here to the Jays underneath. And Eric Hinsky now into the basketball game. And Don Guys has used a lot of people here in a big, quick hurry. Oh, I'm going to get up and take that thing down. I got a tough time looking around it. So, looping feed comes in here to Jason Raminger. 14-7 basketball game with 1:35 remaining in the first quarter of action.
Cards now have gone to that 3-guard offense.
Rocky to Jason. Hole high now, they come to Joe Wolf. Wolf, now he's going to pop from 15 and short off the front of the rim. Harmson battles, puts it back up and in. Joe Harmson, that's his 8th point here of the first quarter of action at 16-7. And the backup court is Needham. Needham leaves it outside for Sheik. Sheik working down to the baseline. Now here is Hassel off the baseline, 17-footer, no. Slam it jam with the rebound, and he traveled. Little bump and banging going on down there, and Brent Robinson is right back in. Don Guys really battled here in the first quarter, Mike, to come up with a 5 on the court that he's happy with, isn't he?
Well, Don has always been one that works extremely hard as a coach during a game.
So, circle high here, left side, Needham. Down, left side, sidewalk, shot on the way there by Robinson, would not go down. Pulled down by Derek Hassel. And Hassel will reload now with 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter of action. Hinsky to brother Hinsky, down low underneath, goes up underneath. Harmson can't hit the shot. Joe mistimed it, but it's tapped out of bounds by Ryan Hinsky. And the basketball will go back here to the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Eric Hinsky, who was in the ballgame wearing number 52, is only a sophomore.
Blue Jays now have gone 0 for the last 6 from the field.
Simon to Rocky Brown. Comes back to Jeff Simon working at 3-point land. Right back to Rocky out hole high. Takes it down, free throw line extended, dump it back out to Raminger. Cards getting little or no movement here. Now dump it off to Simon. Turn down the shot. Raminger
there it is.
out of the near side. 3-pointer by Rocky Brown. It's good.
Great ball rotation there. They're patient. They, as you said, not a lot of movement, but they're patient. They didn't make mistakes. They got good ball rotation around the court.
And it is an 18-7 basketball game. And coming in the lane, Eric Hinsky's shot out of bounds, touched last by Jason Raminger.
With 1 second left in the quarter.
Josh Harmson, by the way, is available to play here tonight. And I believe his first game back, and shot from the corner is going to be far short, and that will be the end of the first quarter of action. And our score after 1 quarter of play from the Goodrich High Gymnasium, Fond du Lac 19, Menasha 7. Back after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal Basketball Report.
Better than a good game is a good game of great food from Eaton's Fresh Pizza. Mouth-watering pizzas, subs, and cheese baskets, all made to your order and just a phone call away. Or stop in and browse through our selection of baskets while you wait for your order. Eaton's Fresh Pizza, North Hickory Street, or visit our new location on South Park Avenue. Call Fondy's Take-Home Leader today.
Safe drivers should have an advantage. If you qualify, we can discount your auto insurance if we insure your home, too. So call to get the Advantage discount from the Dennis Gutman Agency, American Family Insurance, North Main, Fond du Lac.
It's Lyle Birschbach's commitment to service that has made him Fond du Lac's choice for insurance for 17 years. Pick the agent that has earned your trust. Lyle Birschbach, American Family Insurance, North Main, Fond du Lac.
Get ready to head to the second quarter of action. The first quarter stats, the Cardinals 8 for 15, 55%. The Jays 3 for 11, 28%. Cardinals dominating the boards 9-3. Fondy with 4 turnovers, the Blue Jays with 5.
You know, Mike, that statistic, the 55% shooting here by the Cardinals, really kind of misleading. I don't think from the floor itself, they really have not shot that well. But Joe Harmson has picked up a lot of loose change and got the offensive boards and dumped them back in. And Joe misses one down court. Quickly back up court. Here are the Jays. And Hassel threw the basketball away.
He went the jump pass and threw it behind his man down in the paint. No chance for it, OB, for their 6th turnover.
Cardinals back with a 3-guard offense here. And Rocky Brown, Jeff Simon, Jason Ramager up top. Got it down low here on the looping feed to Harmson. He missed the shot. But the foul is going to be called on Ryan Hinsky.
Nice
first.
Nice pass by Jason Ramager over the top, a lob pass. He led Harmson to the basket. Joe set up so he had a clear ride right to the basket over the top.
Well, up off the Pines now is Chad Strelo into the basketball game. 6'4" senior for the Fond du Lac Cardinals as Joe Wolf will take a break. And Dick Diener right here. Obviously like to get a look at...
Well, Chad's been playing a little bit through the course of the season. Has really worked hard in his game. I know off-season he's worked very hard to improve his game tremendously.
Joe Harmson now is 0 for 3 from the free throw line.
Whether it's projects like Friendship School or Giddings and Lewis, no one helps Fond du Lac grow like Capelli Brothers and Dietrich, helping Fond du Lac grow since 1950.
Wow. Joe Harmson with 4 straight misses from the free throw line. Rocky Brown comes to Simon, swing between the 2 rings now to Ramager as the Cardinals did come out of there with the offensive board. 3-pointer by Simon Dill, and the foul underneath going to be on Slap.
Yep, they're calling for a little push underneath.
His second, 4th team.
Joe had in the first quarter, what, Dave? He had about 8, is that right?
He had 8 points in the first quarter, but he's going to come out now.
Yeah, it's good to see that in this game, because if you recall last year, Dave, I think Joe had a tendency of having better games against better competition. Didn't play particularly as well at any rate against teams you would think he would dominate, such as tonight.
Yep.
You get, like Peter Wade, you know, he played well against him last year and played well against him last week.
Yes. Rocky Brown here with a steal as he took it away from Needham. Outlet pass out ahead to Zakis. Running one enter. Good foul! And the foul is going to be whistled here against Derek Hassel.
The one advantage they have with that 3-guard offense with the quickness, they can really get out in that open court.
But Adam cannot knock down the 3-pointer, and the Cardinals are 0 for 5 from the free throw line. Almost unbelievable.
Yeah, that's got to be a concern.
Yep. And Zakis here steps in front of a pass, steals it away, and just about threw it away. Simon now throws it back out to Wolf, putting one-hander is gone. And Don Guys back up off the Pines, wants another timeout. 6:34 remaining in the first half of action. Timeout on the court. Fond du Lac 23, Menasha 7.
Interest rates are the lowest they've been in years. Like, well, the market is red hot. Tell Hometown Realty exactly what your needs are and let them go to work for you. Each hometown agent is a multi-million-dollar producer and is ready to provide you with our famous hometown personalized service. Hometown Realty of Fond du Lac. Come see us at 428 North Main Street.
I think Coach Gaz feels this one slipping away ever so quickly here early in the second quarter, using another timeout. But the Cardinals actually building this lead on a defensive end, not as you might expect offensively domination. They've really forced some turnovers in this game, 8 of them as a matter of fact by the Jays, and have done it on the defensive end.
And they have dominated on the offensive boards, Mike, which has also been, I think, a big factor in this basketball game.
But you would expect that. They should dominate the boards tonight.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, I don't think Fond du Lac has really shot that well from the outside. It's like I say, we picked up a lot of loose change and put it back in the tube there, so to speak.
We've done it that way and also off the turnover like this on the open court.
And a triple team down low underneath. Wolf with a steal to Zakis. As give it to Rocky onto the near side now. Simon pulls up 17-footers. Good by Jeff. 25-7. Wow.
Cardinals have hit their last 3 here in the second.
Schreiner, Hinsky, Comes out of the right side now for Sean Needham. Bring it back up between the two rings to Brian Sheehan. Trying to dump it down low. Wolf with a steal. Saves from going OB into the hands of Rocky Brown. Here come the Cardinals again. Rocky Brown pulls up. Give it to Simon. 17-footer. Bang out!
Same exact spot. Mark a little X there for Simon. 2 in a row.
27-7. And another steal. No, they're going to call Simon there with a foul. Boy, that looked pretty clean, didn't it?
Yeah, it looked pretty good, but they called for the reach.
Yes, apparently they got a slap on the hand there. First personal 15.
Probably one of those calls that if the game was a 2-point game, it wouldn't have been made.
I think you're right. Here's Josh Harmson now into the basketball game. And also up off the pines for the Fond du Lac Cardinals is Shane O'Loughlin. Rocky Brown comes out. Joe Wolf comes out. 27-7. The Cardinals have just blown away the Jays here in this second quarter. And Needham works back up here on Shane O'Loughlin. Out of the right side, giving it to Schreiner. Pops it back up high post now to Hinsky. He's played there by Josh Harmson. High and low. We got low in the game right now. Running one-hander and Josh Harmson with a rebound. Back court to Simon. Comes up court to Zakis. Pops from 10. No, but a foul. It's another thing that Adam very adept at, Mike.
Drawing that foul in the air. Yep. He's very good at that double and triple clutch once he establishes himself, and especially that baseline, taking it to the basket.
Foul here. Whistled against Greg Schreiner. First personal. The fourth team foul, and Adam Zakis now will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Trying to be the first Cardinal to pop one in tonight.
Yeah, right now they are 0 for 5 from the free throw line, and they missed this one, 0 for 6. Ouch.
It's their time for a delicious Eaton sub sandwich or pizza. Call ahead and let us have it ready when you get there, or stop in at Eaton's Fresh Pizza, North Hickory, or our new Avenue location. Finally, 1 for 2 for Adam.
Yep. 28-7. Right side sidewalk now. Mike Biotto is into the basketball game. Don just trying everything here to get something going. Running one-hander off of the baseline. Intimidated there by Josh Harmson. Now Josh with a foul underneath as Eric Hinsky had gotten the rebound back. So Josh will pick up the personal foul.
And Ryan Hinsky to the charity stripe for a pair. 5:04 to go in the first half of action. The Cardinals in total domination, 28-7 as Hinsky hits the first. Next time you're in your mood for pizza and video, stop into Video Biz. It's pizza by the pie or the slice and a fantastic selection of videos. That is Video Biz, Pioneer Plaza, Fond du Lac.
Well, that is the first points of the quarter and the first points in quite some time for the Blue Jays. And we don't have one of those running score charts going here. And a pass thrown away by Simon, picked off by Hinsky. Comes back up to Eric Hinsky off the baseline now. Schreiner cannot hit it. Rebound away to Chad Strelo. And what was the call?
I think it just went out of bounds. They're going to give it back to the Cards.
Either that or it had been an inadvertent whistle, Mike, because it didn't go out of bounds.
Okay. The Blue Jays have missed their last 12 shots in this game.
So off of the baseline, 12-footer here by Zakis is good. Zake with his 9th point of the basketball game, 30-9. That addition on the baseline here. Shane O'Loughlin steps in front of the pass, into the backcourt for Simon. Here come the Cardinals on the run once again. Dump it down to Josh Harmson, he'll lay it in.
Great assist right there. And take it in the paint. You allow that double team to come to you, and you just dump it low. Josh wide open.
And a tough shot by Josh, and he puts in the baby running sky hook. Outside is Schreiner, and a three-point try would knock it out. Shane O'Loughlin with a rebound. Here they come again. Out of the near side, Zakis pulls up off the baseline. Cross court now to Josh, running one in. It's good!
And fortunately for the Jays, no call there. That could have actually been a pretty good whistle for a bump inside.
Outside, here is Schreiner to the near side sidewalk. Up high post now. Got it into Hinsky. Josh Harmson going to get the foul. Josh with his second personal, got him on the arm. And Jason Raminger will come back in for Jeff Simon.
As cold as the Jays are in this game, it's the opposite for the Cardinals right now, who have connected on their last 7 attempts.
Hinsky will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Well, I'll tell you one thing that the Jays have come down, and now Don Guys, I think, just feels this one's out of hand already.
Well, it is. There's no doubt about that.
But they got away from what they were doing earlier in the basketball game, Mike, and that being taking a little bit of the air out of the ball.
That, and I'll tell you what's really cost them the fact that they've got out of this game pretty early is the turnovers. Give credit to the Fond du Lac defense for creating those, but a number of unforced. They could not afford to make turnovers in this game if they wanted to stay close. They have made 11 here already earlier, with 3 minutes to go in the first half.
Well, Hinsky, they still have not had a field goal here in quite some time, but it's 34-11. Zakis leaning in here off of the baseline, 10-footer no. Eric Hinsky there with the rebound, comes out, outlet pass to Schreiner. Up court they come, pulling up there with a lean-in 13-footer as Max Krieger can't hit the shot, and Adam Zakis clears it. Bounce feed into the forecourt, comes for Raminger, up high post to Harmson, got it down low to Shane O'Loughlin, dumps it out here, Strela with a shot, won't drop, and a foul underneath. And this one's going to go the other way. Did they call this one on Josh
I
again?
think it might have been Josh. Yep.
Josh Harmson, in limited action here in this quarter, has just picked up his 3rd personal.
Second to him on the board.
Well, and I gave him one that belonged to somebody else earlier, but I recall him having 2 personal before this, Mike. I could be out to lunch on that, but
whether you're building or rebuilding, Matrix Interior Supply is your quality source for kitchen and bath cabinetry, cabinet refacing, countertops, and closet systems. That's Matrix Interior Supply at Morris Court of Fond du Lac.
well, they've got the young sophomore up here, Mike. I don't know how many quarters he played that last game, but Linsmeyer is in the ball game. I'm sure that's him. They've got him wearing a different number than what they have him listed at, but Hinsky swing between the 2 rings as Leona now make that Krieger, and the shot stuffed by Zakis. Zakis picks up on the basketball, keeps it in play for Josh Harmson. Harmson in the lane, can't hit the finger roll, but a foul. Boy, tough job there, Mike, by Adam Zakis, who had got tripped up and was going to lose the basketball.
Well, he threw it towards the basket. We're hoping somebody wearing a white uniform was come up and suck the loose
Well, that
garbage.
was a smart move.
Oh, certainly
That was a very good move by Zakis. A lot of kids would have carried that ball right out of bounds. He kept it someplace where you still had a chance. Josh Harmson to the free throw line, hits the first.
Today's game brought to you by Felder Chevrolet, Geo and Marine, serving the area for over 50 years. Service after the sale is Felder's #1 priority.
Josh now 5 points on the night as he hits the first free throw, misses the second. Eric Hinsky with the rebound. Outlet pass comes up to Schreiner. 35-12 is the score. Out of the near side, sidewalk now. Krieger swing between the 2 rings as they come right back to Viota. Up to Schreiner coming to the lane. Raminger stepped in front of it and took it away. As they try to come up court to Zakis, and it's knocked away and out of bounds by Krieger. So Rocky Brown comes back in. Adam Zakis comes to the sidelines. Boy, just a heady basketball player, Mike. He does so many things that are very obvious on the court, but he does so many small things too offensively.
And those are things Davey don't teach.
Just intangibles, yep.
Instincts in the game.
And a wipe away called underneath on Eric Hinsky.
Boy, the Jays really struggling, Dave, and gone 0 for their last 15.
Yeah, still without a field goal here in the quarter. Hinsky with his first personal, and this one will put Shane O'Loughlin to the free throw line. Oh, I take that back. I thought they'd be shooting a bonus there. Wolf comes around with a running baby skyhook at the hoop, and he put it in, 37-12. Krieger down to Hinsky off of the baseline. That was their 6th team foul. Krieger now with the running one-hander, and he put it down.
And they finally
That's
break
their
the
first
streak.
field goal, yep.
Break the streak at 15.
37-14. Ramager dishing off. Here is Harmson putting one-hander, no. Got his own rebound, and he'll roll it back in. And Josh has really battled here in this quarter. He has 7 points, and it's 39-14.
Josh did a nice job of that second shot after he got his rebound. Switched hands at the ball, went to the left hand to protect the ball with his body, laid it off the glass, and nice agility.
And a traveling violation the other way. And here come the Cardinals back with it again, and Shane O'Loughlin is hammered as he went to the hoop.
Great pass right off the dribble by Jason Ramager. Cross court through the paint to get into O'Loughlin right under the basket.
Mioto with the personal. This one now is going to send Shane O'Loughlin to the free throw line.
Yeah, he'll shoot 2. The first on the way, good. Hometown Realty, providing Fond du Lac with an unmatched level of service. Now you can find Hometown on the Star Channel. They're at 428 North Main.
Second one is good by O'Loughlin. 41-14. And the backup court comes Sean Needham. Needham up high post now to the big guy. That's Linsmeyer. Outside shot will not go down. Rebound tapped into the hands of Rocky Brown. And here come the Cardinals on the fly once again. Up court to Harmson, trying to work the baseline to Jason Ramager, tipped away and out of bounds. Well, this is one Blue Jay team that will go down to defeat. Big time, huh?
Yes.
Looping feet up high post here now is Wolf running one-handed with Naka. Josh was right on the rim, comes away with the rebound and puts it back in. 9 points in the quarter for Josh Harmson.
You're seeing some of his athleticism, Dave, and Josh may be one of the most talented athletes of this team.
Outside, three-point try is airballed, saved from going OB, right back out into the hands of Krieger. Got it down low to Linsmeyer, and he'll put it in.
You saw Josh there, high above the rim, almost could have got a goaltend if he touches that ball.
Here's Rocky Brown right down the lane. Went to leave it for Josh Harmson, but a foul. And Rocky's going to go to the free throw line. And it's on Eric Linsmeyer, his second. We have 24 seconds remaining here in the first half of action. And it's been pretty much a laugher here, folks, thus far. Rocky Brown. This is the front half. Cardinals have not shot well from the free throw line, however. Wow. And Jason Ramager with a reach-in foul.
Cardinals up 43-16 with 18 ticks on the first half clock.
I've seen football teams have a 30-point lead at halftime, but when you do it in basketball, that's
called domination.
Yes. First one on the way by Sean Needham is good. That's been just about the only way that Menasha has scored since midway through the first quarter of action. Needham gets a pair.
Yeah, they've done a good job at charity stripe, have the Jays, but they have really had a problem from the field.
Down low post here is Sean O'Loughlin spinning off the post. Shane O'Loughlin, that is, and a traveling violation.
You really want Sean to play in this team, don't you?
Boy, I tell you. I don't know. It's the wrong kind of ball, that's for sure.
Well, he was a pretty fair basketball player in his day, but getting pretty old for that now.
Outside three-pointer here at the buzzer is no good by Biota, and that is the end of the first half of action. And our score here at halftime, the Fond du Lac Cardinals 43, the Menasha Blue Jays 18. We'll be back after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal Basketball Report.
When it's time to get portraits, get more for your money, get more variety, and have more fun. Our award-winning staff is ready to provide you with quality photography at an affordable price. Make your senior portrait an enjoyable experience. Choose Monarch. Monarch Studio and Gallery, North Main, Fond du Lac.
Once again, welcome back to Goodrich High School. We're at halftime. Total domination by the Cardinals over the Don Gauze's coach Menasha Blue Jays, 43-18. It's been domination from one end of the court to the other by the Cards tonight. We'll take a look at the first half stats, bearing out the fact that the Cardinals have had an inspiring game, to say the least. Unofficially shooting 18 for 31 for 58% from the field. The Blue Jays only 4 for 23 for 17%. The Jays had a string of, between the first and the second quarters, of some 15 consecutive misses in this game. Fond du Lac's one area that they've really struggled in this game is the charity stripe. They are only 4 for 12 in the free throws for 33%. Has to be a big concern of Coach Dick Dieters. That has got to improve in the bigger games this season wears on. The Blue Jays 7 for 10. Cardinals with a 9 edge on the boards, 19-10. 7 turnovers for Fond du Lac, and Don Gauze's Blue Jays with 13 big turnovers in the first half of action. We'll remind you today's game brought to you by our Video Sports Boosters, one of which is Silica Appliance and TV. See the new fall lineup of big screen TVs from Zenith, Quasar, Sylvania, Toshiba, and Sharp. At Silica Appliance and TV. For big screen TVs you can depend upon, they're at Silica. Along with Quick Trip stores, where you can satisfy the urge at any one of our Quick Trip's 4 convenient locations. That's Quick Trip, Fond du Lac's Milk in a Bag store, open 24 hours each and every day.
And we're going to be right back with,
First of all, I'm going to take a look at the leading scorers here for the first half of action, Dave.
If we're going to take a break, we'd better take a break.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll take a break here. We'll come back and look at the scoring then.
All righty, back right after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal Basketball Report.
At Len's Sales Service, not only do we sell cars, trucks, and vans, but we also provide complete auto services. From cleaning to detailing, our body shop can handle all your needs. Len's is your name for service, equipped to handle service problems big or small. Len's Sales Service and Leasing, where nice cars, trucks, and vans are sold and serviced.
No one helps Fond du Lac County grow like Capelli Brothers and Dietrich Incorporated, whether it's projects like Friendship School or Giddings and Lewis. Capelli Brothers and Dietrich are the general contractors Fond du Lac County has looked to since 1950. Capelli Brothers and Dietrich, commercial, industrial, or institutional contractors. North Hickory Street, Fond du Lac.
Second half of action is about to get underway here from the Goodrich Gymnasium. Very quick look at the leading scorers here for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Both Joe and Josh Harmson, 9 points for Josh, 8 points for Joe. Adam Zinkus with 9 here in the first half of action. Who got that?
That was Josh, or Joe, I should say.
Joe Harmson starts off the second half of action with a bucket here for Fond du Lac. And the only one we could really even come up with as a leading scorer for Menasha was Hinsky. Ryan Hinsky had 4 points, all of that from the free throw line. Zinkus picks up the loose change underneath off a missed three-point attempt by Wolf, and Adam dumps it back in, and it's 47-18.
And if you talk to Joe Wolf tomorrow, he's going to tell you that was a pass all the way. That was not a field goal attempt. Give him an assist instead.
And the shot blocked here by High Slamma-Jamma. Back outside, shot on the way, honeycombed out. Rebound away underneath to Ryan Hinsky. Dumps it back out, coming back into the lane. Ball stolen away. And here's Zinkus with a 3-on-1 bust out. Look away pass to Joe Wolf. Good foul. Well, right at the moment, Mike, they are just putting on a clinic.
Yeah, they, again, Dave, I'm impressed. The offense is there, and they're doing it, but I think they're creating a lot of offense tonight off their defense. The transition game has been very, very good as a result of some good defensive play, creating a lot of turnovers.
Well, I think that's a big difference between what we saw earlier in the season, that first home game here against Manitowoc. The Cardinals did not get into their transition game at all. First personal foul here on Adam Zekas.
Now, on that particular night, Dave, the Cardinals really never got off the bus, and they didn't need a bus to get here.
Right.
Not too many aspects of their game were impressive.
Schreiner here is going to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. First on the wing, good.
Today's game brought to you by Design Electronics, inviting you to view our incredible selection of big screen TVs. Shop now, save big at Design Electronics, located on Van Dyne Road between Fond du Lac and North Fond du Lac.
Schreiner gets a pair. It's 50 to 20. Zekas and Wolf now working in the backcourt. Got it ahead to Eric Grahams. Down low, here's Joe Harmson, and Joe's going to lay it in. Joe Harmson is 12th point of the basketball game for High Harmson.
The Jays taking a chance, trying to really pressure heavily in the backcourt. Once the Cardinals broke the pressure, they had the easy one.
Rams with the retrieve off the missed shot. Simon now up into the forecourt, comes to Wolf. The looping feed trying to come down to Joe Harmson. And saved from going OB. Whoa, wow.
Well, the officials are saying is that the Cardinals never did lose control. It's a judgment call whether or not control was kept by Fond du Lac all the way. They're saying even though the ball was potentially out of bounds, it was saved in bounds, the loss of possession did not occur.
Well, if it were a closer ball game, I'd thoroughly disagree with the call, but I guess when we're up by 32, I won't say too much.
Exactly.
So off on the left side, pulling up here now is Needham. And Needham with the little 10-footer there to the left of the key. And it's good. He gets a steal here in the lane. Goes back up with a 10-footer. Can't put it in. Saved from going OB. Needham missed the bunny layup. And Wolf clears it. Give it to Simon in the backcourt. Jeff Simon up into the forecourt here for Eric Grahams. And the foul going to be charged here to Robinson. Brent Robinson with his second personal. Oddly enough, got a number of people back on the court for Menasha here in the second half of action that played really very little in the first half.
Well, in a game like this, as you mentioned earlier, Dave, Coach Gaw is struggling trying to find a combination that works.
Three-pointer by Wolf won't go. Fowles gets his own rebound. No. Joe Harmson there for the loose stuff, and he puts it back in. Slamma-jamma, his 6th point of the quarter, is 14th overall. Out of the near side, shot blocked by Zekas. Cards can't come away with it, though. In the lane, rebound by Hinsky, no. And Wolf clears it. Simon, down court. Grahams running one-handers, go. Wow.
Cardinals running the open court very well in this game.
56 to 22. And Brent Robinson coming to the lane, leads back out for Hinsky. Reload the basketball outside now to Schreiner. Robinson coming around Wolf, down the lane, running one-hander, no, shot it short, rebound, Hinsky saves from going OB, but right back into the hands of Jeff Simon. Sundance, down court, Zekas goes to the hoop, good, a foul! And Don, guys, is got to be saying, geez, even when we hammer the guy, the ball goes down.
Yeah, got to be very frustrating for Coach Gaz in this game. Coming back home, you know, he wants to at least put on a respectable show. And it's total domination by the Cardinal and White.
Well, I guess that foul was on Schreiner, and they have him now for 3.
Josh Harmson up off the Pines is going to check in.
Rocky Brown has come in for Jeff Simon. Joe Wolf will come out. Josh is back in. Joe has played, I think, very well here tonight. Well, you wish he could have dropped one of those 3-pointers. He has a nice touch from the outside, but things just not going his way from way out tonight. Coming in the lane now, Robinson shot partially blocked there by Harmson. Now comes away with a rebound. Outlet pass to Zekas. Adam back up into the forecourt, bumped by Robinson from behind. That'll be his third. Here's Jason Ramager now. Back into the ball game, and Zegas will sit down. 58-22.
From here on out, we'll probably get an awful lot of bench play for the Cards.
So they bring it in to Ramager. Loop it back out to Josh Harmson. High and low are in there together right now. Rocky Brown. With the line extended here to the right side. He works it back out to Ramager. Left side here is Grams. Golden coming down to the baseline. Pulls up there. Give it to Josh. Coming to the lane. Running with Andrew. No. Blocking foul. Yeah, I think so. Hinsky will get his second on the block. And we're going to shoot a pair. So Low Harmson will go to the line here. And Josh thus far is 1 of 2. He'll shoot a pair.
First is good. Safe drivers should have an advantage. If you qualify, we can discount your auto insurance if we also rate your home. That's at the American Family Agency of Dennis Goodman, 922-1108 for the advantage discount.
Misses the second. Grabs had, but had it blocked from behind. And Needham back into the forecourt. Outside now, jackknife jumper by Robinson is saved from going OB, but picked up by Ramager. Ramager 4-on-2 bust out. Ramager right down the lane, no, travel.
And we'll also tell you, Lyle Bierschbach, a member of the American Family Insurance Agency, has been serving Fond du Lac as an American Family agent for over 17 years. Call 923-2629 and let Lyle go to work for you.
Back up into the forecourt here is Robinson, leaving out hole high now for Hinsky. Robinson now trying to come around Harmson outside, dump it off onto the baseline for Needham. Needham is played here by Rocky Brown. Brown slapped it away off into the hands of Josh Harmson. Outlet pass comes up to Brown. Rocky working the right side sidewalk as he looks it down to the baseline. Now pops out to the high post. Nice feed down low to Golden. Grabs and he'll lay it in. 61-22. Well, the Cardinals have done things well here tonight against a way outmanned Menasha team. As Hinsky coming to the lane, dribbled the ball off his foot and out of bounds. And Shane Laughlin now will come into the basketball game, but not before Don Guys will take another timeout. 2 minutes, 47 seconds remaining here in the third quarter of action. We have a timeout on the court. The score now, Fond du Lac 61, Menasha 22.
For a convenient location, no Fond du Lac like Quick. No matter what time, day, or his location, before, during, and after the game, Quick Trip satisfies the urge. We are open 24 hours a day and are ready to serve you with Fond du Lac's finest service. Quick Trip, your milk in a bag store.
Reminder that tomorrow night we'll be over at Fond du Lac Fairgrounds Ice as the St. Springs Ledgers will take on a tough opponent, and well, they're ranked in the top 10, Mike, and I'm trying to remember just where they were at, about 7th or so. I think the Milwaukee Marquette Hilltoppers will be in town, and it should be a very interesting hockey game. The St. Mary Springs Linders are playing very well. They've lost but one game, and that was to 5th-ranked Madison Edgewood.
Right,
so,
and I believe they're, what, 2-1 in conference play, I think?
2-1 in conference, and I believe 3-1 overall.
Right.
So,
yeah, real
coming off a good win.
game.
Let's see, they won last night, or Tuesday night, down at Stoughton. And Needham here will pick up a personal foul. That'll be his first, the 4th team. Saturday night, high school hockey action, the Fond du Lac Cardinals will take on Waupun. That one is always a dandy. Waupun struggling this year, but throw out the records when those two teams meet anyway. And a pass here that kind of comes in behind Josh Harmson and gets away from him out of bounds.
Tonight, the first of a string of many days, you'll see lots of action here.
Yeah. I'd say next Monday night we've got high school basketball action. Springs and Winnebago Lutheran Academy. That should be a dandy.
That should be an outstanding basketball game.
Off on the baseline here. The 18-footer there would knock it out. Shane Laughlin with a rebound. Outlet pass to the Ram. And Ramager back up into the forecourt, 61-22. Rocky Brown coming off a pick. Leaves out hole high for Josh Harmson. Low comes down here they come down to Golden Graham. Spins in the lane. Well-away jumper there is good by Golden.
Cardinals got all aspects working tonight, clicking on all 8 cylinders.
And nobody seems to care who scores, do they?
Well, that's going to be important for this team as the game or the season wears.
As on the baseline here, shot on the way, is going to roll in by Derek Hassel. Only their second field goal of the quarter.
On 13 attempts.
63-24, Ramager to Brown. Rocky working down here on Needham. And loads it off now to Jason Ramager around to the right side, working free throw line extended. Back out here, Shane Laughlin. Skip pass, comes over to Rocky Brown, takes it down to the baseline, going to pull up, and whoa. Called for the jump ball there.
Yep, got tied up in the air defensively. The Jays came from weak side and really tied the Rock up.
Well,
possession error will go back to the Jays.
That's not a move that I'm used to seeing Rocky do. You know, Rocky's a smarter basketball player than to get himself hung up in the air like that, and just what he did there, I don't know. I think probably everybody getting tied up with the fact that
the game's out of hand.
Right.
That would have not happened, I don't believe, and this is a tighter game.
Yeah, it's just not a common error for Rocky Brown to make. Up to the high post, split it down low. Here's Shane Laughlin, reverse layup. It's good.
Very nicely done. High post to low. So Laughlin goes under the basket, reverses it, goes to the left hand off the glass.
Chad Stralo's back up off the vines to come back in here for Fond du Lac on the next stop whistle. Hassel between the two rings, comes around to the left side now for Mike Viotto. Viotto right back to Needham. Got it down low here, ball bang free. Rocky Brown picks up on the loose change. Throws down here for Ramager. The running one-hander is good by Jason. Jason Ramager, his first bucket of the game, and let me see here now. Everyone on the court, I believe, for Fond du Lac has scored. I take that back. Chad Stralo
right.
Without a bucket yet, but they'll get him in and get him something here. 6 seconds remaining in the quarter. Robinson, do they know how much time is left? They're not going to get a shot away. They won't get a shot away, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter of action. And our score after 3, Fond du Lac 67, Menasha 26. Back after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal Basketball Report.
Tile to add beauty, quality, and value to your building or remodeling project. Ceramic and quarry tile, slate and marble, mosaic and vinyl, commercial and industrial carpeting, all installed by a trained professional craftsman. Competitive prices, incredible selection, and unmatched service. Fond du Lac Mosaic Tile, serving all your residential, commercial, and industrial needs. It's a feeling you'll never forget. When you've done business with Feldner, Chevrolet, Geo, and Marine, you'll never forget that feeling of being treated like you're our #1 priority. Feldner, Chevrolet, Geo, and Marine, serving the area for over 50 years. See us for your next auto, truck, snowmobile, or boat. Feldner, Chevrolet, Geo, and Marine. Main Street, St. Cloud.
As we head into the final 8 minutes of basketball, the third quarter stats, the Cardinals, they're hot shooting 11 for 16, 69%, 2 for 14, 14% for the Jays. Cardinals on the edge on the boards, 10-8. Fondy with 5 in the quarter. The Blue Jays also with an equal 5.
Well, the Cardinals inbound to start this fourth quarter of action. And Stralo now into the basketball game. Got it to a Laughlin reverse layup. This time won't go. Stralo battles for but can't get. And Hinsky comes away with it for the Jays. Left side sidewalk. Viotto pulls up there with an 18-footer, would knock it down. Josh Harmson with a rebound. Outlet pass to Laughlin. Down they come to Ramager. Bump bang. They're going to call the foul here on Needham. Needham with his second personal. That is their 6th team foul. And back up and in now is Max Krieger. But their 6th or 7th team foul. 7. So to the free throw line will go Jason Ramager.
Boy, in this game, Dave, the Blue Jays shooting 6 for 37.
Boy, it's, as you said, Don Gaz's worst nightmare to come back to Fond du Lac and have this kind of thing take place. And I got to feel a little bit for Don, Mike, because he's an outstanding basketball coach and fine gentleman. He's great for the game of basketball in the Valley, in the state of Wisconsin, whatever.
And a coach that's really committed to his program, committed to winning. He's been having a rough time of it as of late up at Menasha, but if somebody can turn that program around once again, it will be Gauze.
Well, they just have not had a whole heck of a lot of talent there in the last 6 or 7 years. As Hinsky, falling down, loses the basketball. Up court, they come here to Rocky Brown, running one-handed, won't drop. Josh Harmson battles for it. Ramager now pokes it away out of bounds. And maybe not so surprisingly for a Thursday night ball game, the stands have thinned out a little bit. We've seen a number of people pick up the jackets and coats and what have you, and said,
well, there's
this one is well in hand.
Yeah, they could have pretty much done that about 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Because it has been a thrashing tonight.
So Ramager, pressure applied here. Menasha continues to put the press on. Here's a Laughlin now. Out of the coffin corner, comes back to Ramager, swinging around Rocky Brown. Rocky on the right side, leaves for, they come up high post to Harmson. Give go, feeds low to Chad Strelo, and he'll put it in.
Again, the same play they ran moments earlier, high post to low post. You know, you wait for that double up to come up to you at the high post, you just dump it inside. Those plays are excellent as long as you have the movement on the court, and the Cardinals getting it tonight.
Ryan Hinsky gets one from the low post, 71-28. Coming in the lane, Shane Laughlin banks it off the glass and down. 6.5 minutes remaining, and the clock cannot run fast enough for Don Gauze. Believe you me, Haskell, three-point try to hit it. Well,
you know, as much as the Jays are overmatched in this game height-wise, you know, I think the real thing that hurts them an awful lot is the fact that they do not have good ball handlers.
No, they really don't, Mike. And, you know, we had a foul called here.
They're going to send the rack to the free throw line.
Hinsky. And Rocky Brown will go to the line.
He'll shoot a pair.
He is 0 for 1 thus far. I do think, though, Mike, that they got away from what they originally wanted to do in this basketball game. They got away from it very early, and the Cardinals took advantage of that early.
Well, what you're talking about is they came out with very patient offensively and take a little air on the ball.
Well, not necessarily take the air out of the ball, but certainly control the basketball, and they did not do that.
Well, that's easier said than done, Dave, when you don't have good ball handling. You know, if you've got guys who can handle the ball all day, you can play a slow-down game or a control game, but when you don't take care of the basketball, you're really in trouble.
Haskell with another three-pointer. Here's Strelo now in the lane. Finger rolls one in. Chad Strelo with a pair of buckets from in the paint. It's 76-34. Haskell comes to Hinsky. He's played there by Strelo. Up high post now. Ryan Hinsky. And knocked away out of bounds off the foot of Haskell.
That's the 20th turnover, Dave, in this game, and a good number of unforced turnovers, and that's the problem that they've got.
Well, the Cardinals, Mike, however, have not put any pressure really on Menasha. They've dropped back into their traditional half-court defense.
Well, no need.
And look out underneath here, all alone is Josh Harmson. He'll put it in.
Well, and also the Cardinals are really getting some great execution tonight. Their ball rotation, the movement on the court is as good as I've seen them all year.
But I'm going to go right back to my original point, that being the fact that I think Menasha very quickly got what they wanted to do in the basketball game, the traveling violation on Ryan Hinsky underneath. I'll grant you that they do not have the best of ball handling top to bottom, but I think that both Needham and Schreiner are adequate ball handlers, and Fond du Lac was not pressuring this team. They just all of a sudden wanted to get out and run with Fond du Lac, and that certainly was not the thing they should have done. 78-34 as Haskell gets it down low to the lane. He traveled, they don't call, and got it right. That's a traveling violation, however, on Eric Hinsky.
4:42. The only question to be decided in this contest is how long it takes.
By the way, at halftime there, I did check in on the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. They were leading quite handily in their game tonight. And a lead feed down court is going to be out of bounds as Hinsky threw it away.
Who do they have tonight?
trying to remember who they have tonight. You know, I'm just not sure. At any rate, they got back on track after that disaster last Saturday against Kettle Moraine. Outside O'Laughlin, shot won't drop. Rebound away to Strelo, goes back hard to the hoop, and he put it in. Nice little move there by Chad Strelo. His 6th point here of the quarter.
Got Chad come in this 4th quarter here and done a nice job.
Krieger, Max Krieger leaves it off here now for Hassel. Right back to Hinsky, swing between the 2 rings, left side, Vioto, back out. Here is Hassel, 3-point try again is good. Hassel has hit 3 3-pointers here in the quarter, and it's 80-37. Zakis to Rocky, right down the lane, Rocky Brown, oh, he missed the bunny. Wow, and Chad Strelo is tied up underneath. And now up off the vines for the Fond du Lac Cardinals coming in are Scott Marshall and Jason Higgins. 14. Josh Harmson will come out. And let's see here, Eric Blau is into the basketball game here for Fond du Lac.
Just real quickly here, looking at bench scoring for the Cardinals tonight. Someplace in the area of, 32 points.
Oh, yeah, they got a
really
ton
done a job there.
From here on down, we got, yep.
Although we knew that this Cardinal club was deep. There wasn't too much of a question about that.
Ball tipped away, that's going to be an over and back. Hassel
Made a mistake by not letting the ball go into the backcourt and picking up, because it was tipped by Fond du Lac, but he regained possession before he got to the center stripe and then crossed over.
There's Dave Monsman now into the basketball game, the 6'8" junior. First time we have seen him this season. Don Guy's got to be wondering, what on earth? You get down, and I'm down this far with 3 minutes to go, and you still got a 6'8" kid to come in off of the bench. Higgins down low. Here's Blau. Turnaround jumper would knock it down. Monsma tries, cannot come up with the basketball. Back up court come the Jays. On the near side, Viola. Here's Hassel again for 3, and he honeycombed it in. He has hit 4 3-pointers here in the quarter.
You know, the Jays, Dave, are finally turning it on a little bit in the 4th quarter after shooting so poorly in this game. They have hit 5 of 6 shots.
Well, and Hassel's hit 4 of those, and 4 of them were 3-pointers, Mike. He's got 4 3-pointers here in the 4th quarter. As trying to come in the lane, Jason Higgins has the ball knocked free. And down court, Max Krieger underlays the hoop. Monsma there with a rebound. Give it to Higgins. Higgins back up court, leaves it down into the coffin corner. Trying to come in the lane is Eric Blau, and a foul. And let's see here, Jamie Bratz is going to come into the ball game here, probably for Shane O'Laughlin, and that will be the case.
Something interesting, Dave, with the transactions that have occurred here in the quarter where the Jays have finally got their offense somewhat on track. The Cardinals with a 40-point edge, and that makes the game closer than it really has been.
Yeah, it's about the closest it's been in a long time due to Hassel's 3-pointer.
Right. Today's game is brought to you by the Athlete's Foot. With basketball season here now, nobody knows basketball like the Athlete's Foot. That is the Athlete's Foot. They're in the Forest Mall of Fond du Lac.
Monsma here with a rebound. Skyhook off the top of the glass would not drop. Tap in there won't go. And rebound pulled down and away by Viola. Viola back into the forecourt. 2:09 remaining here. As give go coming to the lane. Hassel running one-hander, no. But a foul out ahead or on the shot. They're going to, I believe, call this a 2-shot foul.
Yeah, I believe it's going to go on Higgins.
No, it's going to go on Monsma.
Okay.
His first personal. Hassel will go to the free throw line to shoot. And he missed the first.
When your position requires lab work, Consultants Laboratory is ready to serve you with 3 convenient locations in the Brookside Medical Center, St. Agnes, 8th floor, and 14 North Main, Fond du Lac.
Well, he missed a pair. And Monsma cannot come up with the rebound, and Menasha gets it back once again. Left side sidewalk now. Hinsky comes back out. Here's Hassel. Finds a nice give go inside to Linsmeyer, and he'll put it in.
That was as good as execution as they've had all night long on the give go.
Higgins now spins away down in the backcourt, back up across the timeline. Looping feed down the baseline is Bratz. Give it to Monsma, and he carried the ball.
And with all bench people in here, I should say non-starters, in the fourth quarter, that is only the first turnover for the Cards in the quarter.
129 remaining. Yeah, they've still done a very good job of taking care of the basketball. There's no doubt about that. So, out between the two ranks, Viota leaves it in the corner here for Krieger. Looping feed, back out Hinsky to Viota. Viota cut off here down to the baseline. Swing it back out, Krieger pulls up free throw line. Now Hinsky to the near side, can't hit the shot. Jump ball the call, and it goes back to Fond du Lac. Tomorrow night again, high school hockey action, the St. Mary Springs Ledgers and the Milwaukee Marquette. 8 p.m. is the face-off time. And the Fairgrounds Ice Arena, the replay here at 10:30 tomorrow night.
And that should be one outstanding hockey game. But we got parent dandies this weekend, Dave.
I think so, yeah.
Saturday night, of course, the Cards at home against the Waupun Warriors. And then again, the game you threw out the records, it means nothing. Those two teams have had some great matches over the years.
Here's Blau out of the coffin corner. Monsma taps, can't get it. Blau coming back in when he went in, is good. .42-42. Off of the baseline. Turnaround little jumper there by Matt Thiel is good. Down to 29 seconds remaining. Running one-hander. No, Monsma can't get it to go. Got it back once again. Goes back to the hoop and a foul. And Monsma will go to the free throw line. So he's going to shoot a pair.
And it appears as though the bench, Fond du Lac really wants these to go in. They're all standing. Seems to be here they always come up with a real players and fans' favorite.
Yeah, didn't get the first.
Today's game brought to you by Wauwatosa Realty. Serving Fond du Lac in its surrounding areas for 18 years. And he got the second.
So it's 83-44 with 18 seconds remaining. And Higgins steals the basketball back. Leaving in the backcourt now for Scott Marshall. He'll bring it up. Right side, shot on the way. Three-pointer there would knock it down. Blau with the rebound, and it's stolen away, and we'll go back to the free throw line.
San Vioto? No, check that. Krieger.
With 4 seconds remaining, Cards record will go to 4-0 on the season.
2-0 in conference play.
And they will be at Kakana this Saturday. Before returning home next Tuesday night in a game. Next Tuesday night in a game against Appleton West. And we will have that one for you. And he misses the second. Tip is down by Davey Bratz. And that will be the end of the basketball game.
Nice job, way of finishing it off. Did everybody score, Dave?
I don't know, Mike.
There's a bunch of them came in and scored down the stretch here. Monsma,
well, Bratz came in. He gets a bucket. Monsma got one free throw. No, not everyone scored because Scott Marshall did not.
Higgins, I don't know if Higgins.
Higgins didn't score, no.
But at any rate, a great bench play again tonight for the Cards also.
So 86-44 is the final score out here tonight. Mike and I will be back to wrap it up for you right after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball report.
Highway 23
1 on the West Frontage Road. Our unique kitchen and bathroom showroom is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday till noon, or evenings by appointment. We design and install and give free estimates. Classic Kitchens, Highway 23 and 41 on West Frontage Road, Fond du Lac.
Serious sports fans know. They know who is the Fox Valley's largest satellite system dealer. They know who has the area's largest selection of big screen TVs, all on display. They know who the leader is for quality brand name TV and VCR repair. And they know where to go for quality brand names like Zenith, Magnavox, Philips, and General Instrument. Serious sports fans go to Design Electronics. Design Electronics, Van Dyne Road, North Fond du Lac.
Welcome back once again here to the Goodrich High School Gymnasium. Our final score tonight, the Fond du Lac Cardinals 86 and the Blue Jays of Menasha 44. The difference in the score, really, without Derek Hassel out here tonight, Mike, is a lot more than that. Hassel in the fourth quarter alone with 4 3-pointers to bring Menasha back to within some kind of reason, if you can call losing by 42 points some kind of reason.
Yeah, as you said, very strange when you look at the scoreboard. The Cardinals win it by, what, 42 points?
Yeah.
And you say the game was not that close. And that,
it wasn't.
And for all intents and purposes is very correct. Cardinals played an outstanding game tonight. They played at both ends of the court. Again, I credit to the defense tonight as really making the offense go. Not that the offense is struggling by no means, but I thought their defense created situations where they got a lot of easy baskets. They got out in the open and did a good job at transition basketball tonight. Got there early in the game. You saw some of the players, guys like Adam Zakis, really get out into the open floor, and that's where Zakis is at his best. And I recall, was it Jeffy Simon coming down there off the break and hit a pair of pull-up 14-footers. And that's where the Cardinals, I think, are at their best, when they get out on the floor and move up and down the court. And that type of game is created off your defense.
Mike, I think one of the major differences that we saw here tonight is the Fond du Lac Cardinals transition game out here tonight. Yes, the defense created an awful lot of the things that happened out there. But at the same time, even when shots were going up by Menasha, good outlet passes, the Cardinals moving the ball very quickly to the forecourt, recognizing situations, and taking advantage of what Menasha was giving them. And that just simply, in the transition, Menasha was not getting back. Let's face it. Our big people, I thought, moved down the court very well here tonight. Joe Harmson, Josh Harmson. Joe with 14 points in the basketball game. He was really the garbage man when he was in the ball game tonight. He picked up everything that was loose down there and put it back in the tube. So I thought he had an impressive night out here tonight. I thought that Joe Wolf had an impressive game out here tonight. The big people, I think, played very well. You talk about Adam Zakis. Yeah, Adam Zakis, you get that young man into the open court and let him work on the transition. That is definitely where he is at his best.
Well, that's his best. Another one, Dave, who I thought played very well coming into this game was Josh Harmson. Just getting his shoes wet in basketball now, but becoming eligible again. And I thought he did an outstanding job on the open court. And again, he may be one of the most athletically talented players that the Cardinals really have. Sometimes he's got to harness that talent a little bit. He maybe plays a little out of control, but Josh tonight I thought played extremely well also.
Let's take a look at the final statistics here on the basketball game.
For the Fond du Lac Cardinals, are going to end up shooting 36 for 66 for 55% from the field. The Blue Jays, 13 for 47, 28%. Even that 28% higher than they shot through the course of this game. They were 7 for 10 in the fourth quarter to bring that up quite a bit. We're in the mid-teens throughout the course of most of this game. The one area that they did struggle tonight, Dave, the free throw line. The Cardinals only 11th for 25, 44%. Obviously something that they have to work extremely hard on. The Jays 9 for 14 for 64%. Fond du Lac with the edge of the boards, 38 to 24. 13 turnovers for the Cards. Menasha with 24 turnovers, and when you see an equal number of rebounds and turnovers, you've got a problem.
Yeah, I would say so, especially when they're up the 24 range. A couple of leading scorers here for the Fond du Lac Cardinals this evening. They were led by Joe Harmson, who had 14 points tonight. Josh with 12. Adam Zakis had 11 in the basketball game. No one else was in double figures, folks. And when you scored 86 points in a basketball game, that's spread the floor, isn't it?
Well, it certainly is. And they got great play off the bench.
let me just go right straight down the line. Jeffy Simon, the couple of buckets that you were talking about, the pull-up 14-footers. He had 4 points in the basketball game. Eric Grams had a nice game tonight. 8 points for Eric. Joe Wolf, as we mentioned before, 9 points for him tonight. Jason Ramager with 4 points in the basketball game. Rocky Brown had 3. Shane O'Laughlin had 6 points here tonight. 6 points for Chad Strelo. And then a couple other people who came into the basketball game here very quickly. Eric Blau had 3 points out here tonight. Dave Monsma with 1 free throw and 2 points in the basketball game for Jamie Bronson round out the scoring. Menasha, meanwhile, tonight was led by Derek Hassel with 14 points out here this evening, and Ryan Hinsky had a total of 8. So it's a good win for the Fond du Lac Cardinals here this evening, and the game was really never in doubt. Very early in the basketball game, the Cardinals went up. They led it 19-7 after 1 quarter of play. It was 43-18 at halftime. It was 67-26 after 3 quarters of play. 86-44. Again, the final score. The Fond du Lac Cardinals winners over the Menasha Jays, and their record goes to 4-0. And to 2-0 in conference play. Fond du Lac now turns its attentions to the Kaukauna Ghosts, and in Kaukauna on Saturday. We will not be there with them on that one. We will be back here at the Gooder Tide Gymnasium next Tuesday night when Fond du Lac plays host to Appleton West. That might be the only team in the conference that can give the Cardinals a serious threat this year. So that should be an interesting basketball game. 86-44, once again, the final score out here tonight. And we'll remind you that we will have all kinds of action coming up here now. In the next couple of days, we've got something going on every day, including Sunday. First of all, now on Friday night, it's St. Mary Springs Ledger hockey action as they will play host to the Hilltoppers of Milwaukee Marquette. 8 p.m. face-off time, 10:30 the replay here on Channel 21. Saturday night, Fond du Lac Cardinal High School hockey as the Waupun Warriors are in town. That is going to be a dandy. It always is. A great game, a great rivalry between those two. Again, 8 p.m. with the face-off, 10:30 the replay here on Channel 21. Thanks going out here tonight to my video sports staff, and they include our technical director here tonight, who has been Nancy Marco. Nancy also with all the electronic graphics from the band tonight. Phil O'Neill, topside, with the camera courtside here today has been Shane Ford. Mike Pfeiffer with all the statistics on the basketball game here tonight. For Mike and the rest of the video sports crew, I'm Dave Preston, wishing each and every one of you a very pleasant good night, reminding you that this has been a video sports presentation. The final score once again, Fond du Lac 86, Menasha 44. Thanks for viewing us here on your station for Cardinal Basketball, Cable Channel 21.